What's going on? What's going on? Welcome back to the channel, One Man's Walk. I am your host, Gamal, back at you with another one. And so what we have today is one of my all-time favorite artists from one of my all-time favorite record labels who's now gone solo, been solo for the last 20 odd years or so, but definitely the reason why I was so heavy on this iconic rap group. And so what we want to do for you, I wasn't sure if I was going to do it, I'll be honest with you, only because the album cover, it looked a little as far as, while it's like Fendi or whatever the scarf is, it kind of looked like it was giving off the vibes of like cloth of like a pastor or something like that, and I don't normally like that. And so I almost wasn't going to do it, but I said I'm gonna go ahead and check it out on the strength that this is one of my favorite artists of all time. And so what we're going to do for you today is we have Fiend. Thank God it's Fiend. And so, as always, you guys have seen it, so you know it's real when it comes to these CDs, to these artists. I'm reviewing people I personally love. They've put out new projects. Now, the Thank God It's Fiend came out earlier this year, but I'm just kind of getting myself into it now as we approach me going to the reunion of this No Limit tour. And so I said, let me go ahead and check it out. So you guys can see, as always, because I don't be playing around with it, I am serious about these are just really some of my favorite artists. I got for you on CD, because I believe in having the actual CDs, Fiend, There's One in Every Family, Fiend, Street Life. Two of my favorite No Limit CDs. The One in Every Family is absolutely fire. But then also, we got some features on here. Now, I do have both of these served on albums, but the second one I only have on, I have it on CD, but I don't know what happened to the case. It must have broke or something. I have it in a Ziploc bag with some of the other No Limit CDs where I lost the cases. I just have a Ziploc bag. But the original serve on Life Insurance, I do have. Who else is going to be on this project? So we get an idea and we get a feel of what's going on. And you also see, I'm a New York boy, true and true, but I was so heavy in No Limit. They were really the first South establishment that I was really on board with. I enjoyed Outkast. I enjoyed Goody Mob. I bought the CDs, but I wasn't fully on board. No Limit helped me get on board more so with T.I., with Ross, with Jeezy, Mia X. Love Mama Mia, right? We got Unladylike. We got Mama Drama. So I bought all of them, but I didn't just buy the main ones. I got Ghetto Commission. I got Prime Suspects. I got Gambino Family. I had the Cain and Abel ones. Mac is probably, outside of Fiend, my favorite. Him and Mia X. And obviously, I got both of the Mac CDs right here. So when I tell you I legitimately had all the No Limit CDs, I legitimately had all the No Limit CDs. So let's put those away. We've gotten the props out of the way. Let's go ahead and dive into this Thank God It's Fiend project. And so, how many songs are on here? Let me take a look. We got 14 songs. If you guys watched the Anthony Hamilton, I didn't go over all 14. The first few were going to give us a good idea and understanding of what we are getting ourselves involved with. We can make an educated guess based upon that. I will say I did enjoy the CD. We'll find out whether I think it's a Clean Your House music project or not, but I do think that this was it's a good CD. So let's go into it. You guys know I'm big on the intro. The intro sets the tone. It lets us know what the vibe is for the CD. It lets us know what we're getting ourselves into. It lets us know if we're gonna, what to prepare ourselves for. Now, obviously, as I said it before, the intro doesn't mean that the rest of the CD can be bad. It very well could be. But the intro is a good indication because they are said, the artist is saying, I want you to know this is the tone that I'm setting. This is the song that's going to set the tone for the project. And if they feel this is the first song they want us to hear on a new project, I believe they're letting us know this is the tone I want set for the project. So now that you know, these are how my ears, this is how my brain evaluates, listens to what we're hearing. Let's jump into it. So the first one is called Catfish. Now, I don't curse. I don't curse on the channel. I don't curse in real life. There's no clean version of this particular project. So we will do some skipping around. Obviously, we're not going to let things ride a lot because there's no clean version, and Fiend is going to rock, right? We understand that. First song is called Catfish, which, when I initially heard it,
It's cold out.
love his voice.
Yeah.
Love his voice. Fiend
It's
just,
gonna be a long ride.
there were certain people who were just made to rap, who were made to have their vocals over instrumentals, who were made to have their voices recorded. Fiend is one of those individuals. I feel like the roughness, the raspy, I mean, I say raspy, I feel like Jada has a hold on the raspy talk. But that distinctive voice, I would know Fiend's voice no matter what project was playing, whether I was able to see the CD cover, the album, the features, or anything. I know his voice when I hear it. I know Ja's voice when I hear it. I know Kiss's voice when I hear it. It's certain people that it doesn't matter. You know them when you hear them. I felt like for so long I bought all those No Limit projects you saw because of him. I enjoyed Mystical. I bought the Mystical CDs. I enjoyed Mia X. I enjoyed C. I enjoyed Mac. I enjoyed Big Ed. I enjoyed P. I enjoyed Silk. I enjoyed all of these different artists. And I bought Ghetto Commission. I bought Gambino Family, Prime Suspects, Mercedes. Mercedes might have been a little bit on the cover too. I can't front. Moby Dick. Serve. All of these artists, right? Skullduggery. I got them all. But the main reason was I looked to see, did it have those little initials on it? When you looked at the album cover and you were reading the credits, did I see the name Fiend? And if I saw the name Fiend, I paid the 10, the 11, the 15, whatever I had to pay for the CD, the cassette tape, because I knew he was going to give a verse that was going to be on replay. He was going to give a hook that was going to be on replay. And Fiend didn't disappoint. And I bought a lot of, I was a No Limit soldier, right? Only army I have enlisted in. I was a No Limit soldier for real, based on the strength of Fiend and what he did. And so I'm really excited to be heading to the No Limit reunion tour when it comes to town and kind of checking that out. And I never got to experience it when they were at their peak because they never came on the East Coast. So I'm excited. I'm sure it's going to be hood, but it should still be a good time. I'm familiar with the projects. I'm sure it's going to be amazing. And so here we have this first record, Catfish. When I first was listening to it, I was thinking, or on first glance of the title, I was thinking, I guess because my wife watches all that MTV, VH1 stuff, I was thinking along the lines of social media and someone impersonating. But he was actually talking about in the hook, you know, I fry you up like some catfish. Catfish, which is absolutely amazing, by the way. It's a great taste, great flavor. So that's a nice little whatever, if for what you want to call it. So
I tell anybody,
let's bring it up some. I love that womp womp. So we got that. Next record, Survivor's Anthem. So this is technically the first record. This one is cool. So there's been two type of fiends. We got capital F.I. Sleepy Eye Jones, Mr. Womp Womp himself. But then we've also had for the last few years International Jones. Now there's another project that Fiend re-released that was a mixtape before, Little Ghetto Boy. I will be doing that one as well since we're getting closer to this No Limit date. I'm kind of in that mode. I'm getting excited about the No Limit. So that one felt more International Jones. This one feels a little closer to what we got when we were dealing with No Limit Fiend. Okay? So Survivor's Anthem is cool. The next one is 448 featuring DJ Paul. This feels like a beat Paul would have made too. Now, Fiend makes beats, but it does feel like a beat. I love that. Dum, 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 dum. I like that. That womp womp. I don't know what that 448 means. Someone tell me. If you know what that 448 means that he's talking about, please let me know. I'm not hip. I'm not aware. I have no idea what that means. But something with cars, maybe? I'm not sure. I'm not a car guy. I don't really know those things. So if you know, let me know what that 448 is. That's cool. Typical Fiend. This next one, Make UGK Proud. I do like this. Let's bring it up, son.
Fresh up out the airport, paparazzi don't attack this Mr. Your favorite trapper in another tax bracket. And I go so hard in the paint. I don't recall I can't. I'ma get it all, say I ain't. I ain't saying all of the saints.
This is 4 straight tracks. I can't remember the last time I heard a Fiend CD project in which he was yelling out the old moniker, Womp Womp, Mr. Womp. And he kept saying that throughout because that was heavy on what he was using in his No Limit days. Now, again, we have had 2 different Fiends. We still get the Sleepy Eye Jones, Capital F.I., Womp Womp. But I feel like that's more in pockets these days and not full-fledged albums, full-fledged, more than a song or two or a verse or two. We get a lot of international Jones. He has this whole vibe he does when he's with Currency, and the vibe and the feel of it is smooth, it's more relaxed. And again, that's the international Jones portion that we get. We are 4 records in and he has womped everything through. And so I knew going in, okay, we're getting, this feels more No Limit like, right? Feels more No Limit like, which makes sense why Serve On is on here, which makes sense why Mia X is on here. And so the next record, Love Nobody, it sounds like, I'm gonna bring it up some, but it sounds like this old record he had, Cause the streets ain't safe, I know. Cause the streets ain't safe, I know. It's oh Lord, I'm messing it all up. But the record is called Streets Ain't Safe from the There's One in Every Family. And so right now in my head, I have the remake of what he did, which is why I can't fully think of what the lyrics are, but he has that on this Love Nobody, because he brings it up.
The streets ain't safe, but they don't love nobody. Will it change? I sincerely doubt. Oh, you better keep your eyes on the way you're in the streets. Yo, uptown, downtown, West Bank, East Side.
I love that. One I love too. Now Fiend is another one, sort of like Ja. 50's done it where he kind of flows. You know, it's like Devin the Dude. It's really crooning into records. He's not full-fledged singing. I feel like Drake is doing something like this. Drake is still singing, sorta like. It's not fully that, but the way their vocals and how deep their voices are, their tenor is so nice when they just carry a tune. Maybe that's what I should call it, carry a tune. They're crooning over the records. Devin the Dude does it well. Ja does it well. Fiend does it well. When he gets in this one little pocket, and I'm bringing it back a little bit so you can hear it again.
Nobody, will it change? I sincerely doubt.
I love when he gets in that. I love when he gets in that bag too, especially when the vocals are still tough, and then he jumps in and kind of croons it out a little bit. I really enjoy that. I think that's really amazing. And so here we go. This next one is my favorite record on here. It's that All You Can Get featuring Serve On, Mr. Serve On.
Never ever put my gun up. Yeah, I beat the sun up. It's like I'm an extra man when they go to sleep. Yeah, I be one up. Getting cheese from the enchiladas. Boy, going to get them dollars. Yeah, pushing V's with the 12 sided. They can all see that we got it. Push it. Light up them cookies.
That's super hard. I want to get it to the hook though, because I love the hook.
Like a wood that was still here. Yes, in any hood, we got the goods to roll it up like a wheelchair. And that's real. Stick streets more than just sick. I done seen this, but like Jordan up here, be enormous in this, be enormous. Plus he says the stick streets more than just sick. I done seen it, but like Jordan up here, be enormous in this. Get a boy you can get, 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 get a boy you can get.
I really do like that. I really do like that one. It's simple. It's still really thorough, really rugged. But he, again, is kind of doing that crooning rapping on the record, and I really liked it. Now, Serve On, I will say, sounds different. I'm not going to play the Serve verse, but he does sound different than he did, obviously, No Limit days were what, 98, 99, 97 when he was on there. I think the next level is 99 and Life Insurance is 97. That's a long time. That's over 20 years. He does sound like Chicago drill music, or I don't know if it's Chicago drill music, but that type of lane. You know what? Maybe I'll just skip it up a little bit so you can hear it.
That's what they wanted, Fiend. Thank God it's Fiend. Thank God I'm still here. Thank God for this life. Thank God for my family.
So this is Sir. We talking. He's about to get on.
Thank God for my fans. Sir. My plot bitch, I'm solid, yeah. My mental out here wildin', yeah. My heart full of that anger.
See what I'm saying? Like that type of flow. One, it doesn't sound like his voice. In the way in which he had that offbeat, on-beat rap, that Silk the Shocker freeway partial thing where his cadence would kind of flow into the next half bar or next quarter bar. And he did that a lot in his records. And on here, he doesn't have any of that. And the way in which he's rapping is definitely different. It does not feel like anything we heard during the No Limit days. This is definitely a different serve on. It's cool. I don't love it. I don't hate it. It's a cool verse, right? And it is more so just happy to see Fiend and Serve on the same record again. They made some of the best music. On that next level, see Boot 'Em Up, Strap Up, Tank Dudes. They got some really great records together. And so just to hear them again together on the same record, I thought in itself is pretty big. And so I like that. Next record is called Where Were You? It actually sounds like the Dre Little Ghetto Boy, slightly. It's just the flutes. I think it's the flutes. Obviously, it's not the same variation. I think it's just how it sounds. I like this. That singer rap, I'm telling you, he flows very well in that. He sounds really good on beats when he does that. And so that's a good one too. How Far We Come. Oh, this that so when I hear this, and I know obviously Nas sampled it too, but that sample right there, that's the same one that Nas used on the Stillmatic record. Large Pro, I think, produced it. The song You the Man. You the Man. Why am I thinking of it like that? But however the You the Man goes, it's the You the Man. You the Man. Yeah, but whatever it is, but it's on the Stillmatic. It's on the Stillmatic CD. Large Pro produced it, and so it's the same beat, the same sample. I don't know what the original is. Ooh. This is nice too. When that came in, it came in to let you know it was gonna be a little harder than that beat was. That's another one. Really good. I like the pocket he's in. I like the transition again. The sing-songy, more crooning. Let's not call it sing-songy. The crooning to the rapping. Again, because of the explicitness of the CD. I know, and I was very happy because old No Limit Fiend, his hooks were extremely explicit. So I'm very happy that's not the case here. And so I don't really have to dive in too much throughout the verses because I don't know it well enough yet to know where the curses are and aren't. And so I just make my life a little easier. I'm happy the hooks don't really have that. And you can kind of still get a vibe and a feel of what the record is. The next one is the Miax. Yes. So we will not play the hook for this one because I know on the hook there is some language in there. And so, you know, we won't be playing that. But now Miax, who I think forever has been criminally underrated as one of the greatest rap females ever. Maybe because of the fact of the material in which she spoke on, it was so gangster, but she was out rapping dudes before Nicki was getting on records and outshining her counterparts. Mia X was doing that regularly, right? Hopefully she gets her flowers. In addition, she has some of the hardest verses on some of the hardest No Limit records. She's on all the Soulja records, almost all of them. And her verses are ridiculous. I think on that Silk one, the Soldiers, I'm a Soldier, she had the hardest verse. Like, let's not be fooled. Fiend's verse was hard too. Mac's verse was hard, but her verse was nuts. She had the hardest verse on the Make 'Em Say and the remix. No, I take that back. Let me stop. Mystical had the hardest verse on the Make 'Em Say She had the hardest verse on the remix. She has some records where she is crushed. I think she's these days, and they have another project together that I loved, the Limo Glass, Tints and Limo Glass, whatever the Limo Glass project is that Fiend had, where the album cover looks like a Ray Charles rendition. The song they have on it too, where they sample the same record that Ghost and Ray sampled for the Rainy Days remix, which is probably one of my all-time favorite beats. It's the same beat that Cormega used on the Funk Flex Volume 2 freestyle. Absolutely amazing beat. I think it's Melvin and the Blue Notes, who that original beat. I can't think off the top of my head, but I want to say that. That's an amazing record. But Mia X no longer feels like she's in that same pocket of rap. The same rap she got in when she would be on these Mac albums and just gutter talk. So it was definitely a different Mia X. But this feels like Oh No Limit. 100%. From the moment this came in, I wouldn't be surprised if KLC or Craig B didn't make this beat. Don't let your mouth write something that you can't cash. So we won't skip that, but that's a tough one. I like this. Mia X is still dope. Sounds a little different, but still dope.
Don't touch my radio.
This sounds like, and I'm gonna let it rock with this. It sounds like a Fiend project. It does. Not an International Jones project. It sounds like a Fiend project. I was very pleased, surprisingly pleased with it. Again, not really a fan of the album cover, but the project as a whole, I thought absolutely really good. Now, is it clean your house music to me? No, for a couple reasons. One, I can't actually clean my house to it. I have 3 young kids in the house. I have a teenager, yes. But again, my wife and I don't curse. I'm not about to be blasting this with all this cursing in here. So I obviously cannot, in a physical sense, clean my house to it. But in the verbiage of it, no, I don't think it's clean your house music, but it is a really good project. One worth checking out, one worth listening to, vibing out to. I do think that Fiend did a really good job on it. I do feel like it's vintage Fiend. If you grew up on a No Limit, like I grew up on a No Limit, you know what that No Limit vibe is. I think you'll be very, very pleased with this project. I would say that. And so definitely check it out. Definitely worth a listen. In the comments, let me know what you think of it. Have you heard it? Did you play it? Based on this review, you willing to play it? You plan on listening to it? Who was your favorite No Limit member back in the day? Obviously, you know mine was Capital FI. But as always, I hope you guys just have a wonderful, blessed, productive, stress-free day, weekday, weekend, whenever you listening. Till next time.